Welcome to the YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub, your one-stop solution for expert guidance, best practices, and actionable knowledge in the world of contact centers. Explore, learn, and enhance contact center skills. Let's discuss about forecasting method, naive approach. Let's begin with the concept of naive forecasting, one of the simplest quantitative forecasting methods used in operations and workforce planning. The idea is straightforward. The next period's demand is assumed to be exactly the same as the most recent actual value. In formula terms, we express it as forecast for the next period equals the actual from the previous period. This method is called naive because it does not account for trend, seasonality, external drivers, or any form of statistical sophistication. There is no averaging, no smoothing, and no pattern analysis. It is simply a direct carryover of what happened last period. The philosophy behind it is, tomorrow will look like today, a mirror of the last known behavior. Despite its simplicity, the naive approach is often surprisingly useful. It sets a baseline benchmark, helps evaluate the accuracy of more advanced models, and performs well in environments with minimal fluctuation. It is not a forecasting model designed for precision. It is a practical starting point that says, begin with what you know and build from there. Now, let's explore the core principle behind the naive forecasting method. At its heart, this approach is built on the idea of continuity and operational inertia. The logic is simple. If there are no major disruptions and no clear patterns like trend or seasonality, then the most recent actual performance is the strongest and most reliable indicator of what will happen next. The naive method becomes particularly useful in three situations. First, when demand is stable or consistent. In environments where volume doesn't fluctuate dramatically, yesterday's actual is often a very good predictor of tomorrow's demand. Second, when historical data is limited. If you don't have months or years of clean information, the naive approach provides a quick, practical way to build an initial forecast baseline. Third, when you need a fast short-term estimate. For example, when creating a reference point for accuracy measurement, comparing models, or establishing a benchmark before applying more sophisticated methods. The naive approach doesn't promise precision, but it offers clarity, speed, and a dependable starting point for short-term forecasting. Let's look at the formula for naive forecasting method. The core idea is straightforward. Tomorrow will look exactly like today. In technical terms, the forecast for the next period is simply the actual value from the most recent period. The formula is FT plus 1 equals 80. Again, forecast for the next period equals the actual value from the current period. There are no trends, no seasonality adjustments, and no smoothing parameters. It is a pure carry-forward model. In Excel, this is as simple as referencing the last actual cell. For example, if the latest actual is in cell B10, the next forecast is just equals B10. Use this method when your demand is stable, data is limited, or when you need a quick baseline forecast. That's the naive approach, simple, clear, and surprisingly effective in the right scenarios. Let's look at a simple example of how the naive forecasting method works in a call center environment. Here, we have monthly actual call volumes, and we generate the forecast by repeating the previous month's actual value. For January, we only have the actual volume, 9,500 calls. Since this is the first period, there is no forecast. In February, the naive forecast becomes 9,500, which is simply the actual from January. In March, the forecast becomes 10,200, the actual from February. In April, the forecast becomes 9,800, the actual from March. And in May, the forecast becomes 10,400, the actual from April. The interpretation is straightforward. The forecast for each month is simply the actual value from the previous month. So, if April's actual calls were 10,400, then the forecast for May is also 10,400. This example demonstrates the simplicity and clarity of the naive method, a direct, month-to-month carryover that creates a clean, baseline forecast. Naive forecasting may be simple, but it plays a valuable role in many call center environments. Let's walk through the scenarios where this method works exceptionally well. First, a new line of business with minimal data. When historical information is limited or patterns haven't formed yet, the naive approach provides a quick initial baseline. It helps teams stabilize early forecasting until more reliable trends emerge. Second, short-term intraday forecasting. In stable queues with predictable flow, yesterday's volume or even the previous hour's load can be an effective predictor for the next interval. This makes naive forecasting ideal for rapid, tactical decisions. Third, early-stage operations. When a process, project, or channel has just launched, advanced AI or time series models may not be ready. During these early stages, naive forecasting provides clarity without computational complexity. Fourth, comparative benchmarking. The naive model acts as a control benchmark, helping planners evaluate whether more advanced models actually add value. If a sophisticated model cannot outperform a naive baseline, it needs refinement. Here's a simple example. In a new chat support line, if yesterday saw 2,400 chats and traffic is stable, the naive forecast for today would also be 2,400. These use cases show that simplicity can be powerful, especially when speed, clarity, or limited data are the primary constraints. While the naive forecasting method is simple, it actually comes in a few useful variations. Each variation adapts the basic idea to fit different operational conditions and data patterns. Let's go through the three most common types. First, the simple naive method. This is the classic version. The forecast for the next period equals the actual from the last period. In formula terms, FT plus 1 equals 80. It works best when demand is steady and free from strong patterns. Second, the seasonal naive method. This variation is used when demand repeats on a seasonal cycle. Instead of copying the previous period, we copy the same period from the last season. For example, the forecast for April 2025 would be the actual from April 2024. This is especially useful in annual billing cycles, tax seasons, or holiday-driven volume patterns. Third, the naive with drift method. This version adds a consistent change or trend to the forecast. It assumes that demand is increasing or decreasing over time at a predictable rate. The formula becomes FT plus 1 equals 80 plus D, where D is the average month-to-month change. For example, if call volume is growing by 500 calls per month on average, then the naive with drift forecast will be FT plus 1 equals 80 plus 500. These variations make the naive approach flexible and adaptable, allowing you to use the same foundational logic across flat, seasonal, or steadily growing demand environments. Despite its simplicity, the naive forecasting method offers several important strengths that make it valuable in real-world call center planning. First, simplicity. The naive method requires no complex formulas, no statistical modeling, and very little historical data. It is pure, straightforward logic, making it easy to apply in any environment. Second, speed. Because it's so simple, it can be computed almost instantly, even manually. This makes it ideal for quick baseline checks or urgent short-term decisions. Third, transparency. The method is incredibly easy to explain to stakeholders. There's no ambiguity, no hidden calculations, and no complicated assumptions to justify. Everyone can see exactly how the forecast was generated. Fourth, it is extremely useful as a baseline. In fact, many advanced forecasting methods, like ARIMA, Holt-Winters, or exponential smoothing, are judged against the naive model to determine whether they add real value. If a sophisticated model cannot outperform a naive baseline, it needs improvement. Fifth, it fits stable data surprisingly well. In environments where call volumes are consistent and non-seasonal, the naive model often performs better than expected. The stability of the pattern makes the most recent actual a strong predictor. Here's a practical tip. Many workforce management teams use naive forecasts as a first pass to quickly spot anomalies or sudden deviations before applying more refined forecasting models. These strengths make the naive method a reliable, fast, and highly practical tool, especially when clarity and speed matter most. While the naive forecasting method is simple and useful, it also comes with clear limitations and risks that planners must understand. First, it ignores trends. If call volume is steadily increasing or decreasing, the naive method will never capture that movement. It simply repeats the last value, which can lead to chronic under- or over-prediction. Second, it ignores seasonality. In environments with weekly, monthly, or annual cycles, such as billing cycles, holidays, or tax season, the naive method fails completely. It cannot recognize or adjust for recurring patterns. Third, it ignores external factors. Marketing campaigns, outages, promotions, and policy changes can dramatically shift contact volume, yet the naive method makes no adjustments. It assumes stability even when the environment is changing. Fourth, it delivers poor long-term accuracy. Because it only mirrors the most recent value, it is suitable only for very short-term, stable conditions. Over longer planning horizons, the error compounds quickly. Fifth, it is reactive, not predictive. The naive method does not anticipate future shifts. It simply copies history, which means it cannot warn planners of upcoming changes. Here's a simple example. If call volume has been growing 10% every month, the naive forecast will always underpredict because it keeps repeating last month's lower value. These limitations remind us that naive forecasting is best used as a baseline, a quick checkpoint, or a temporary solution, not as a standalone long-term planning model. Even though the naive forecasting method is simple, it should still be evaluated using standard accuracy metrics. This helps planners understand how well the baseline performs and whether more advanced models are adding meaningful improvement. The most common accuracy measures include times MAPE, mean absolute percentage error; times WAPE, weighted absolute percentage error; times bias, which shows whether the forecast consistently overpredicts or underpredicts. Let's look at a quick example. If the actual volume is 10,500 and the naive forecast is 10,000, the error is 500. That results in a percentage error of approximately 4.8%. This kind of evaluation is important because the naive model often serves as a benchmark baseline. Any advanced forecasting method, whether ARIMA, Holt-Winters, exponential smoothing, or AI-driven models, should consistently outperform the naive baseline to justify the increased complexity. In other words, if a sophisticated model cannot beat the naive approach, it's not ready for production use. Accuracy checks ensure that forecasting remains grounded, transparent, and continuously improving. Let's look at how the naive forecasting method is applied in real-time intraday call center management. Imagine that between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m., your operation receives 2,000 calls. If all operational conditions remain unchanged, meaning marketing activity, system performance, queue distribution, and customer behavior are stable, then the naive forecast simply assumes the next hour will look exactly the same. So, the forecast for 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. becomes 2,000 calls. This approach is extremely useful in real-time environments where quick decisions matter. When volumes are stable and patterns are predictable, the naive method provides a fast, reliable projection for the next hour. It helps WFM teams manage staffing, breaks, and intraday adjustments until more data comes in and the short-term patterns stabilize. In intraday operations, speed and simplicity are essential. And that's where the naive method delivers immediate value. Naive forecasting may be simple, but it plays a strategic role across every stage of an organization's forecast maturity model. Let's walk through how it supports forecasting evolution from basic to AI-driven environments. At level 1, the basic stage, organizations typically rely on methods like the naive model or simple averages. Here, the naive approach is not just a tool, it is the core forecasting method, helping early-stage teams build initial predictability. At level 2, the developing stage, teams begin using weighted averages or exponential smoothing. In this phase, the naive method becomes a baseline for comparison, helping planners determine whether these new techniques are delivering meaningful improvements. At level 3, the advanced stage, organizations adopt more robust statistical tools such as ARIMA, regression, or multivariate models. At this level, the naive method serves as a benchmark validator, a reference point to ensure that advanced models are actually outperforming basic logic. At level 4, the AI-driven stage, machine learning, neural networks, and automated forecasting platforms come into play. Even here, the naive model remains essential as a calibration baseline to check whether automation is delivering superior accuracy and reliability. And here's the key insight. Even the most advanced AI forecasting teams continue to measure their improvement against the naive model's MAPE. If AI can't beat the naive baseline consistently, it's not ready for production. The naive method is simple, but strategically, it anchors the entire journey of forecast maturity. AI enhances the naive forecasting method by transforming it from a simple, static baseline into a dynamic, continuously learning reference model. Let's look at how AI elevates the naive approach. First, AI detects pattern breaks. If there is a sudden spike in call volume, an unexpected drop, or a shift in customer behavior, AI identifies the change instantly. This prevents the naive baseline from blindly repeating outdated values. Second, AI automatically adjusts the naive drift. Using rolling averages and historical microtrends, AI applies small upward or downward adjustments to keep the baseline aligned with recent growth or decline. Third, AI incorporates contextual signals. Marketing campaigns, holiday effects, billing cycles, or system events can all influence contact volume. AI recognizes these signals and makes self-corrections, something a traditional naive model cannot do. Fourth, the AI-enhanced naive model becomes an auto-benchmark. It continuously compares its own performance against advanced AI or statistical models, helping validate whether higher-order methods are genuinely improving accuracy. Here's a simple example. An AI-enabled Naive model detects that daily call volume is increasing by 2% each weekday. Instead of repeating yesterday's number, it automatically adjusts the forecast upward, creating what we call Naive plus AI drift. This evolution turns naive forecasting from a passive mirror of the past into an active, intelligent, self-correcting baseline. Naive forecasting may be simple, but it carries meaningful economic benefits, especially in short-term, steady-state environments. Accurate short-term naive forecasts help reduce unnecessary staffing volatility. When the forecast is stable and predictable, workforce schedules remain consistent, minimizing sudden changes that disrupt agent morale and productivity. They also minimize cost spikes associated with overtime or idle time. If the operation avoids overstaffing, idle labor cost remains under control. If it avoids understaffing, costly overtime and burnout risk are reduced. In stable business phases, this balance creates smooth and efficient cost curves. Additionally, naive forecasting supports short-term financial predictability. For operations that are not experiencing major changes or volatility, the naive approach gives finance and WFM teams a clean, reliable baseline to manage daily budgets and resourcing. The key insight is simple. Naive forecasting is a low-cost, low-risk forecasting option for steady-state operations. It provides stability, clarity, and predictable economics without the complexity of advanced models. Let's wrap up with the key takeaways of the naive forecasting method. First, the definition. The naive approach assumes that the next period's demand will be exactly the same as the last period's actual value. Second, it is best suited for stable, short-term, non-seasonal environments where patterns are steady and predictable. Third, its advantages are clear. It is simple, fast, fully transparent, and serves as an excellent baseline model for comparison. Fourth, it comes with limitations. It ignores trends, seasonality, external drivers, and sudden changes, making it less reliable for long-term or volatile scenarios. Fifth, the naive method is widely used as a benchmarking tool. It is perfect for new processes, pilot programs, or early-stage operations where data is limited and advanced models are still maturing. And finally, AI can elevate the naive model through adaptive drift, pattern detection, and contextual auto-adjustments, making it smarter and more resilient without losing its simplicity. Remember this core insight. The naive forecast may be simple, but it's the cornerstone against which every sophisticated forecasting model is measured. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel, Contact Center Knowledge Hub. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. See you in the next video.